that exemption is only at $80,000. You know, for instance, Menards, they got more than 80,000 personal property sitting in there. You know, maybe even Wahlburgers, you might even have more than 80,000. These are only, that exemption is only for the small businesses around Taylor. I mean, so, you know, as the corridor starts coming up, that 234 is gonna get made up easy. I mean, it'll get made up easy, you know. It'll start going down on a sliding scale because, just like the mayor said, you know, year one you might be at 20%, but the next year you might be at 17%, then it'll go to 16, and it'll vary off based on the use of the assets. So, but that, you know, most of those businesses going in over there, even the building, what was the one? Shoot, he was just in your last meeting, the one over on Watson's gonna have way more than 80, and then once that gets up and running, that's gonna be more revenue coming in. So, you know, it's all gonna be good. So.
Well, maybe we'll want to have the finance director do a better briefing in the future, not tonight, okay?
I can, Grant, I can ask him to see if he could put together an anticipated impact report.
Well, by taxpayer, and then, you know, and go on about it. See, like he said, let's see when each taxpayer ripens and gets off the line.
Well, remember, I think the LCSA, this is the first full year, so we didn't really know what that number would look like until we have some history.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Mr. Perry, what do we know about that authority? Who's in there? I mean, is it the state?
It is a state board, but I don't know that, I don't have the answer.
So, do you know what formula they use to determine how much it is?
I don't know it off the top of my head, I don't.
So it may or may not be related to the loss of revenue.
Yeah. Yeah, we can have Jason pull that and give you some like, an anticipated impact of, you know, how we got to the $1 million and, you know, what the likelihood of that continuing to grow is. I suspect it will be positive though, I don't think it'll be negative. I think you'll continue to see that and then some.
Can you put it on the agenda for next
Sure.
week? You don't need a motion, do you?
Yeah.
Yes, sure, okay.
Anything else? Hearing none, we have a motion by Mr. Fowler, supported by Mr. Todd. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carried. Item number 6 is a motion to receive and file the Tax Increment Finance Authority December 2018 monthly financial report, which is unaudited.
Motion.
Motion by Mr.
Support.
Johnson, supported by Mr. Nestor. Under discussion.
Forgive me if I just don't remember, is this typical for us to have 80% of the verticals in at this point?
Yes.
Because of the way taxes are going?
If you imagine your own tax bill, the July tax bill is much larger than the December tax bill, and so that draws the focus.
Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, we have a motion by Mr. Johnson, supported by Mr. Nestor. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item number 7 is a motion to approve Madison Electric Company to provide miscellaneous parts / stock for replacement of streetlights on Telegraph Road for an amount of $168,258.25.
Mr. Chair. This is for the poles on Telegraph. We got to start building stock so we can knock down when we have to. There's a lead time of 15 to 17 weeks to get these things because they're all custom ordered. So this allows us to have some stock and quickly we can knock down.
Need a motion?
Yeah, I was going to say, motion by Mr. Fowler, supported by Mr. Nestor. Question, Mr. Johnson.
So this is going to be stock. Where are we at in the repair of those lights?
We're still probably about 12 weeks away from getting what we ordered last time.
This is just lights that are on, not knocked down. The lights.
Oh, the lights are out?
Yeah, is DTE out there yet? I haven't seen them.
Many of them have been reported to DT. I can follow up with that to say where they exactly stand. I'm meeting with DT tomorrow anyway.
Mr. Chairman?
Okay.
Just to that question, Charlie, I think we talked about it before, but unfortunately, some of these lights on Telegraph Road are still daisy chained. So they're kind of like your Christmas lights, where when one goes down, you lose 8 more of them. That's kind of what happens to some of these. There are stretches along Telegraph Road that they're connected. So when you lose one, sometimes you lose multiple, and then when the one is corrected, the other ones come back on. I know that particular stretch, like in front of the old Handy Andy site, that's one of them that I know there's a connection to those lights. And I don't know if they're out currently or you know, what goes on, but I know that usually when we lose one there, you lose like 5 in the area. So it unfortunately makes the problem much worse because the area becomes very dark.
Do you know, was that a typical installation?
At the time it was, now they don't do it like that anymore. Now they do direct connections, so, but back then, they would just, you know, draw power from the nearest location, and oftentimes that would be the light next to it.
Mr. Johnson?
Am I correct that these are all changed to the LED?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Price?
This audit that was done by Stan of the light poles, brackets, and what have you, is any of that addressed in the parts that are being purchased? Or is it not intended to, is this just informational?
There should be you should have a second sheet, an itemized roster behind it.
Yeah.
Parts A through J, right?
I'm sorry?
The parts list A through J?
Yeah, that makes it up. Like some of it, you can see the clamshell base.
Yeah, some of it I can figure out, that top line, A.
So A and B are obviously your poles. Just, yeah, because the price points on them.
All right, well, I saw the flag.
And then you get into like G and H, where you have the single mast arm and the double mast arms. Those are for the signs.
So those are the arms holding the front.
Yeah, so we're ordering some of those, because as you can see on the list, there's many of those that are missing.
Yeah.
Mr. Fowler?
Since this is a stock purchase, can you give us some assurance of how the inventory system works to assure that, you know, if we only need 10 of something now, but we've got 30 of them, that the other 20 are secure until we need them again?
Well, they're all going to be in the DPW yard. So as we use them, you know, we're trying to build up a stock. And as we use them, we're going to keep track until it gets, so we're going to have a median number. When we get to, we're going to reorder. Because we got, again, it's the amount of, it's not like I can order them and then they're here in 2 weeks. So we got to set up a plan where we know exactly what our bottom number is. So let's say we order 10 and it's going to be 5, then we're going to reorder once we get to 5. And so forth.
But would we only reorder once a year, or that sounds like you'd be ordering?
It depends on how the season's going. I mean, if we have a bad winter and we get a bunch of poles knocked down, it's going to be different. If it continues like it is now, we should be okay. It's a very weird year.
But the items are in the DPW lockup or whatever, so that they're secure?
Yeah, they'll be behind the wall. I mean, our whole facility's locked up. No one will have access to it.
Some of these items are fairly valuable.
Chair.
Ms. Collier?
I see the budget approval document checklist. We used to get a cover sheet or Jason signed off that said where it's coming from, and he would indicate what fund, what line item. I don't see that here or approval. Is there budget approval? I know it's holiday, and I don't know if it's just submitted, you know.
Are you saying like what line item is going on for the budget? Like
Yeah,
how
what
much?
line item, and really it's approval signature, and so Jason includes what line item it's coming out of.
Yeah, there is a line item that Mr. Fowler pointed out that's called street light projects. It has $167,769 in it.
176.
Yeah. But that would be useful information.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be,
We've done it in the past, so.
Yeah.
it looks
yeah,
like
It was a mistake by us.
Yeah, because it's helpful to know that, you know, it's budget approved in the document, so it's the same with the other items that we haven't gotten to yet. Yeah.
Any other questions?